Hey guys, it's Wednesday, which means it's time for another Top 5 Wednesday. Now that it's March, I want to start getting back into Top 5 Wednesday. I really like all of the topics picked out for this month, so I'm excited for each week and doing these videos again. This week's topic is Top 5 Book Hangovers, and I have a variety of different books picked out, so let's get started. Number 5 on my list is Don't Breathe a Word by Jennifer McMahon. I've talked about this book before. It had to do with fairies, but this hangover wasn't necessarily a hangover, but I still keep thinking back to this book even to this day, and it's been probably 2 years since I read this book. It didn't necessarily leave me with a hangover, but it still leaves me feeling a little bit uneasy whenever I think back to it, even to this day. And I just don't know if I'll ever find a book that will affect me quite the same way that this one did. Number 4 is Eleanor Park by Rainbow Rowell. This is one of my most favorite books of all time, but after I finished reading it, I haven't been able to find a romance that hit me quite like the romance in this book. Every time I pick up a book where there's a romance, I'm constantly comparing it to Eleanor Park. So it is definitely having an impact on the books that I'm reading and how I'm perceiving all of the books that I've read since this one. Number 3 is Salem Falls by Jodi Picoult. This did leave me with a hangover. I could not pick up another book for a while after I finished this one. Within the last paragraph, it changed the entire premise of this entire book. It left me reeling for hours to the point where I literally had to Google to make sure that I interpreted the ending of this book correctly. And I've been contemplating going back and giving it a reread because the way this book ends changes the way that you perceive this entire book if you were to go back and reread it. This is a phenomenal book. 100% recommend it. I recommend all of Jodi Picoult's books, but this one gave me a huge book hangover. Number 2 on my list is Poison Study by Maria V. Snyder. I just recently read this book and I loved it so much. I didn't want to leave this world at all. I want to stretch out reading this entire series because I don't want it to end. I need to buy the second book because I don't even want to read my library copy. I want to read my own physical copy. This book was so amazing and it left me with the biggest hangover because nothing that I could possibly pick up could compare to the way this story was. I did do a review on this book and I'll leave that linked somewhere if you want to hear more of my thoughts and feelings on this book. Spoiler alert, I absolutely loved it. And coming in at number 1 is a series, and of course, I'm sure everyone can guess, it's Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling. I think that we can all kind of agree that it is very difficult to find a series that compares to Harry Potter. And I don't know if that equates to a book hangover so much because I have read series since Harry Potter, but I pick them up very critically, and I'm very picky about the book series that I read because I want to love a series as much as I love Harry Potter, and honestly, I don't even know if that's possible. Harry Potter sets the standard for everything, and I just don't know if there's anything out there that can possibly top it. And those are my top 5 book hangovers. Let me know what some of the books are that gave you a serious book hangover down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!